Still a bad. Woo! Hello. Welcome back to the Jacked Racing YouTube channel. Welcome back to the shop. It's been a week since our last race at Citrus County Speedway. We were supposed to race last night at New Smyrna Speedway, and yeah, it didn't happen. If you don't know, I have a chronic illness. I have IBD, Crohn's disease, and yeah, I had a little bit of a rough week with it. I flared up pretty good, and we just kind of figured it was best to take it easy. I maybe could have made it, but the way I was feeling the last couple days, doing all the work to switch the setup over and then doing a full race day was just not going to make anything better. But you know what, it's alright. It's just the way it goes sometimes, and we'll regroup and be better. I've got some new medicine I'm taking this week to hopefully get me back on track for Auburndale Speedway this coming weekend. And I think, fingers crossed, we're going to be okay. I'm feeling okay enough to do a little work on the truck now. We've got to go through the cooling system. If you saw that last race, it was spewing like crazy out the redneck water gauge, and we got to get that fixed because we don't want to overheat these motors. We've learned in the past 602s are not great with heat, so we don't want to have any major engine trouble. So we're going to do some stuff with the cooling system today, bring it back in, see where our setup is, and get ready to go for 50 laps this weekend at Auburndale Speedway. So let's get it out of the box and get to work. If you remember last race at Citrus, we had some trouble. The cooling gauge, or not the cooling gauge, the temperature gauge here for the water didn't work, and I didn't know we overheated, and yeah, it wasn't good. We don't want to be overheating. So we've got some new parts here. You can see we're going from 2 little personal pizzas up to an extra large Supreme pizza here for a cooling fan, and then we've also got a new water gauge here that's hopefully going to be a lot better than the one that's in there, because hopefully it'll work. And it lights up. And we love things that light up. So I'm gonna get these old fans out of here, get that new gauge in up there, get everything hooked up, make sure it works right. Also gonna put some coolant boost in the radiator. I don't know why we didn't do that in the first place, but better late than never. So we're gonna go ahead and put that in. Should make a big improvement, hopefully. And I'm gonna do some work on the airbox up here too. We had to put it together pretty quick after we destroyed ours a couple weeks ago, but that's okay. We can get it patched back together, and hopefully fixing the airbox, fan, and water gauge and the coolant booster is going to make a big difference. So yeah, let's cool this bad boy down. Just like that, out with the old, in with the new, easy peasy. I haven't secured it all the way, but I want to test it, make sure it spins okay before I mount it in its permanent home. So let's give her a shot, see if she spins. Woo! Got some kick. Wow. That's got a lot more power than the other fans we had in there. Nice. Alright. I've also got the old gauge taken out here. We're switching over from a mechanical gauge to an electrical gauge. Maybe some of you other racers can weigh in on this. I don't know if I'm just making this up or not, but I feel like there's a chance when you have this little, you know, this little wire running up here full of water, the tube, I guess, the capillary tube you call it, running up to your gauge here. Do you think there's a chance that the water heats up in here and gives you an inaccurate gauge reading? I feel like that's a possibility, and yeah, I just want to switch to electrical. I feel like it might be a little more accurate, and as always, we've got the redneck gauge here that's going to let us know if something goes wrong, but yeah, I don't know. Just a theory. I don't know. I've been wrong before, so maybe I'm wrong again. Well, I had some camera work going on here to film me installing this, and the battery died in the camera, so I don't have any good video of it. But take my word for it, everything's wired in there right. I know it kind of looks like a rat's nest, but I promise it's organized and everything's actually labeled. So here goes the first try. We're going to turn it on and see if the gauge lights up. Hopefully everything's cool. Moment of truth. Hello? You're supposed to turn on. Uh-oh. What did I do wrong? That's not good. Okay, take two. I think I figured out what was wrong. There was a bad connection. Let's try it again. Oh, come on. This isn't fun. Oh. Yep. There's still a bad... Woo! Hello. Okay, I swear, third time's the charm. I got a really good connection on there now. It's not going anywhere, and... Hey, we got a gauge. Alright. I like the digital gauge too. I know it's a little hard to see on the camera, but I think it's hard sometimes to look down and look at a needle and try and decipher where it's at. So I'd rather have it just tell me the number that it's at, and it's nice and lit up, so it'll be nice and easy to see at night. Don't have to worry about a backlight or anything going out. I think this is just a much more reliable way to do this. Alright, let's get this thing rolling here. Fire it up, make sure everything's good to go. We're going to top this off. We're watching TikTok live right now. We're going live on there, so if you want to hang out, follow us on TikTok and we do some stuff there. But yeah, everything's hooked up. The gauge works. It's sitting back here in its home, so we're going to fire it up, top off the water, and get this thing ready to roll and hopefully stay nice and cool. Starting to climb up in temperature here. I kind of want to see where we start to level off at once I cut the fans on. That's good, it's working though. There's a little bit of a leak from right here. I can patch that up with some tape, no big deal. That's easy, but it's working. Oh, there we go. It's back in and very functional. Check it out. Nailed it. Alright, we got that in, we got the fan in, we got these two little black fans out of here. It's a nice Afco fan. Check Afco out, they got good stuff. And yeah, this is it. We're cooling down. Hopefully I gotta fix that air box a little bit. I gotta fix that little leak you might have saw right there from that little fitting, but that's not the end of the world. A couple zip ties on this wire to keep it out of harm's way from, especially from going onto the steering column right there. We don't want that to happen, but overall, yeah, a lot of good work done today. I gotta disconnect the trailer, get that thing all situated, and take my truck home this week. But other than that, I think we're about done here for the day. We're not too far from being ready to go at Auburndale next week. Well, there we go. Good day of work done on the Pro Truck. I think we're going to be ready to go for sure for Auburndale Speedway this coming Saturday. 50 laps of action. And then we kind of get into the summer break, if you will. I know a lot of people... Goodness gracious. A lot of people out in the north and stuff race, you know, they take the winters off and race in the summer. In Florida, it's way too darn hot in the summer. So we take a break in the summer and race in the winter. So we're coming up onto a little bit of a break. We'll still race every 2 or 3 weeks or so, but it's not going to be every weekend like it's been the last month or two. So let me know what other kind of videos you want to see. In the meantime, I'll have some time to do some different types of videos, and if there's anything you guys want to see, want to hear some stuff from our past, let us know. All sorts of good ideas. So yeah, I think we're in a good spot. Hopefully that's going to keep this thing nice and cool. We got to go disconnect the trailer and drop that off so I can have my truck back. And other than that, I think we're about done here. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you at the track next weekend.